It was only the second game this year in which both teams scored more than 100 points. Scoring is down to 84 points per team per game this year, the lowest in 50 years, and down 5 points on last season. The question of what constitutes a good game, and how it can be delivered, is under discussion at the AFL, which holds the important first meeting of the Hocking-led competition committee on Thursday. The state of the on-field game is certain to be talked about by the group comprising the likes of Patrick Dangerfield, Brad Scott and Eddie McGuire. Any game, no matter the score, is best remembered by the player-v-player highlights and the closeness of the contest. Stephen Hocking. This GABA game was in stark contrast to other games this season and this round, including Saturday night's heavily defensive game at the SCG, won by a well-coached and defensively adept North Melbourne over the Swans, and the Sunday evening game has raised the question of why this game has been an exception in a largely defense-dominated season. Brisbane coach Chris Fagan pointed out that the GABA game, which hung in the balance until the final minute, had a few unusual features, including the accuracy of both sides, the high number of goals kicked from center bounce clearances and the relatively high inside 50 counts for both sides. Fagan told Fairfax Media there were not that many scores in the exciting match, and that the high goal tallies were due to unusual accuracy. The Lions scored 10.0 in the first half, compared to Collingwood's 10.3. It wasn't a high number of scores game. It was a high-accuracy game. Fagan said there was a total of 50 scores by the teams, which was not a large number. But the teams had enjoyed high numbers of forward entries, he said. Collingwood had 61 entries to its forward 50-meter arc, compared to the Lions' 56, in a sign of the different ways fans and coaches view football. Collingwood coach Nathan Buckley said after the GABA match that, from his coach's perspective, he didn't like the way Collingwood failed to defend. Fagan said both teams had been sharp in moving the ball in the game, which had been played in perfect conditions. He said it was significant that 10 goals were kicked from center bounces, 5 for each team. That's unusual.